I'm always so impatient to start these videos because I can feel the energy. And so I just want to say, welcome, you guys. This is Spiritual Teacher for You. I'm here to do a reading after a long time of not hardly even touching my cards, you guys. So this feels phenomenal to come back here and be with you guys and feel your energy. And I just meditated to you, to your guys, to your spirit teams, and I got several messages. And I posted on Facebook that I've been getting downloads, which I consider downloads bits of information that just come that I'm not necessarily asking for, and they just come, and I'm like, that's something I need to share. And I do believe those downloads are from your guys' teams that are guiding you, and they know that I am here to deliver messages, and so I see myself as almost like a messenger, really, from your guides when I do these readings. So this is a pick a deck reading, and welcome. Thank you for being here. I just want you to know that I really appreciate those of you that are tuning in and connecting with me and are rooting me on. I can feel every bit of the love. And I just want to say thank you so much. So I wasn't fully prepared to come on, so forgive me if I'm a little like, I knew I had to come on today, but I do feel a little scatterbrained, but I feel like that could be a lot of the energy and messages I feel coming through. So I have added some new things here for your enjoyment. So my birthday was August 4th. Woo woo, Leos. I have wonderful friends who just know me so well, and I love when I get gifts that are just like, this was made for me. So let's get into the messages that I have been receiving probably for a good month now. I just, whatever message comes through, I try to remember and write it down. And the number one thing that has come through is self-love. And I'm going to get into the reading, but I have to get these messages out. So if you're willing to stay and listen, I feel like some of these messages are for you. And they have nothing to do with my cards. So they're just messages that I have channeled, or that have come through for me to tell you guys. So I want to, also for the Leo people out there, I got my Leo stones. I got the peridot earrings here that I was gifted for my birthday. Thank you very much. And this is a Leo necklace with stones that include things to do with Leos. Like I said, good friends, great friends, and family. So, okay, well, some cards just dropped out, but I won't get into that right now. Okay, I'm just going to, I kind of shuffle here as I go through them. Okay, let's get going. Okay. Um, so the first message that I've been getting is this very, very high need to increase our self-love. And whatever that means to you is what it means. My self-love looks different than your self-love. So whatever self-love means to you, how do you show love to other people? How do you feel like you show your love? You know, that very popular book of the love languages came out, and that helped a lot of people identify how they feel and express love and like to receive love. But I feel like that book doesn't really cover everything. I'm starting to get a little, just reminds me I didn't bring any kind of drink in here, which I'm going to have to remedy in just a second. But I just want to say there's so much more to expressing and feeling and receiving love than just those languages, because there just is so much more. So if you resonate with some of them, but you're like, but that's not all, then there's a reason for that. So how do you feel like love shows up, or how do you show up for love? Think about the people that you love and that you would basically take a bullet for. How you treat them and how you look after them and how you, the things you're willing to do for them, you should also be able to be willing to do for yourself. Um, I got a little distracted there and my throat was feeling phlegmy. So I'm going to pause, get something to drink, and I'll be right back. Okay. And that is much better. So the next message that I got was, and I made a post about this before, but it just keeps coming, is breaking cycles. And what I mean by that is, if you see your family, your grandmother, your grandfather, your family own up, your ancestors, if you see this pattern or you feel like your family is cursed, or you've heard it say, oh, well, that's the so and so for you, that's the Joneses for you, that's the, whatever comes to your brain when I say that, you don't have to follow in those footsteps. You don't have to go down the same road. And the only reason I think, I just saw, like, in my head, a little boy and his father owning, like, actually I saw like fish, so maybe a fish restaurant, a seafood restaurant, or he works at the docks or something. And then I saw him like expecting his son to do the same thing, like following in his footsteps, but his son doesn't want to, but his son does because he doesn't want to let his father down. So I feel like that scenario goes in many other ways, So, but Spirit is saying that to be a cycle breaker, you're going to hurt feelings, and that's not your issue. It's going to be tough to do it, but that cycle needs to be broken. Like the patterns of thinking from the past need to be broken because we are elevating, y'all. And that's really the message that I'm getting, is that we are elevating to a new vibration, a higher vibration, and some old thinking has to be let go in order for us to do that. And I can tell that I am a cycle breaker. And I can tell that I have some friends that are cycle breakers. So it's just, I can see by their thinking and how they're tired of what they're doing and they want change. Sorry, I keep clicking this pen. If you can hear it, I'm sorry. They want change, and they know that life is supposed to be more than this, They know that they feel things that they can't fully express, and they feel suffocated by their everyday life. And that's how I was feeling when I was teaching. But I just kept telling myself, like, oh, I'm helping, children. I've got really good benefits. I get summers off. I'd be crazy to give this up. But I was suffocating. Like, I felt so miserable. And I just tried my best to put on a happy face because that's all I knew how to do. And then when my mom passed, it was like, whoa, like, life is gonna end, girl, and what are you gonna do? You're gonna spend the rest of your life being miserable, not doing what you actually feel. And I had no idea what I wanted to do besides teaching, and but I was in a position that I was able to stop teaching and pursue other things. And it has been the most miraculous thing I've ever done in my entire life. The hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. It's brought up so many things in my life that I had no idea needed to be brought up. And that's what it's like to be a cycle breaker. It's going to make you get rid of the old, which is comfortable for everybody. You're comfortable with what even if it is miserable, but it. It's the unknown that's scary to people. Why is it so scary? I don't know. Like when you reach your hand inside those boxes and like you're supposed to feel like what's inside there or whatever. It's so scary to stick your hand in there because our minds just imagine the worst case scenarios. And and that's not how it ever is, really. So, so anyways, I'm here to tell you to be a cycle breaker. And if you resonated with everything I just said, then you are a cycle breaker. And it's okay if you hurt some feelings. It's okay. It's okay if you put boundaries up, if you start to not hang out with the same people, if you know, need to be busy, not to hang out with other people. It's okay if you don't want to be around certain people because you understand that their current frequency and vibe is not matching up with yours. And it's okay. Like, that's what I'm here to tell you. It's okay to love yourself. If a friend was hanging out with a friend that you know wasn't a good influence, you would be like, hey, maybe you shouldn't hang out with that friend anymore. So why can't you give that advice to yourself? Why can't you be like, hey, they don't make me feel good anymore. Like, I'm not getting a positive vibe out of this situation. I feel down every time I hang around them. It's okay to put distance. And people don't understand when you put up boundaries. Some people do, who are also elevating, but those that want you to stay down on their level are not going to understand when you put up boundaries. So just expect that. Okay. Next. Yeah. So seriously, if you want to just jump to the actual, I'm going to do a pick a deck style reading. I will have the timestamps in the description below the video, so you can skip straight to that if you feel like you don't need to hear any messages. Okay. But I'm going to keep going. So those of us that are feeling the energy difference, that there's like an energy shift, it's like something's weird or not right, or it's, you guys, my kitty is so cute over there. His name is Smokey. He's just adorable. Okay. But I want to explain how the energy's been affecting me and what I've seen how it's been affecting other people around me. And maybe that'll resonate with you, because if you are feeling these odd symptoms all of a sudden, that means you are changing with this energy, and it can be a little uncomfortable. So, I know that if you've been feeling nauseous or queasy, if you've been extra tired lately, having really intense dreams, twitches, if you've not been able to sleep, if you are having different sleep patterns or eating patterns, you might find that your taste is changing, or you're not having the same cravings. You're having different cravings than you used to. If you're being more emotional than usual, maybe just crying out of nowhere, getting emotional out of nowhere, and you're like, where is this coming from? It's you. That's like a shedding almost. The tears are a shedding of your old self. And you're like, why am I crying? But every time those tears come out of nowhere, do they feel sad? Ask yourself how they feel. What were you thinking of? Did your thoughts bring about those? But if you're like, wow, I was thinking about like going grocery shopping, why would I be crying right now? Then something is happening in you to where you're like shedding some old layers. Okay. And so we do that through tears. Other signs, just things lining up, being synchronous. When there's synchronicities in your life. Just like being like, oh man, if I hadn't done this, then this wouldn't have happened. Or, if that had happened like it was supposed to, then we wouldn't have got to do this, and my head is tingling. So I know spirit is telling me right now that some of you are really like resonating with the synchronicities. Like things are just happening that you're like, wow, that really worked out. Everything happens for a reason. You've probably been saying that a lot lately. Also, there's signs, like you see words that just kind of resonate or pop out to you. When you see that, or when it's like you like take a double take, there's a reason for that. There's a reason why it's jumping out to you. And also for me, numbers are huge, huge, huge. I see them literally everywhere. I feel like the universe talks to me constantly through signs and phrases and symbols and numbers, and it kind of does feel like what's that movie with Jim Carrey, 23 or whatever. It kind of feels like that sometimes, but I have to keep myself in check. But the numbers that I have been seeing that me have been really like a lot, like showing up a lot to the point I'm like, wow, 22, 56, 11, 17, 44. Those have been showing up insanely so much to me. So I'll be curious to see if they show up at all in this reading. Um, yeah, so I just keep getting like we're leveling up, you guys. Like, I mean, think about a year ago. Do you feel like you're the same person just from a year ago? It's like we entered a time warp. It's like we are quantum leaping to a higher timeline to meet our higher selves, because I feel like a lot of people around me that I feel connected to, it's like you want to level up. You see these little signs everywhere that you are leveling up, but you feel weighed down by other things going on in your life or other people that are still attached to you. And you're just like in this weird place of like, it's can be very frustrating and very confusing. And in fact, I feel emotional now thinking about it, because it is a time of emotion, because you're letting that man, there is yeah, we need to speak our truths. That's what that is. We need to speak our truths and what's in our heart and how we actually feel. And everybody's, I'm not saying going around hurting people's feelings, but we're all big girls and boys. So at this point of life, where whoever and wherever you are, I feel like if you're connecting to this reading, then you understand when I say that everybody is responsible for how they feel. You can't make anybody feel a certain way. You can say things that trigger people. You can say things that make people think about something that makes them feel a certain way, but you yourself cannot make somebody feel a certain way. Now, there are those people that realize that other people are more vulnerable or more of a people pleaser, so then they know what to say to get their way with that person. That happens all the time, whether you know it or not, whether you know you're doing it or not. It happens. And it's up to that person to realize what's going on and put their boundary up. And then if you once they put their boundary up, you might go, oh, I was doing that. Or you might be the person that goes, well, they need to work on themselves. So you could go either way. It depends on where you're at in your spiritual elevation, in your spiritual awareness. I got Kundalini really strongly just then, so I don't know if that resonates with someone. I feel like someone is maybe going through a Kundalini rising right now. I'm sorry, you guys, but my throat is like, yeah, there's a lot of you here who need to speak up and just say how you're feeling. Stop being scared. That goes with being a cycle breaker. Being a cycle breaker requires you to say how you feel or to say your truth. Okay? Okay, so right before I did this reading, now these were messages I've gotten in the past few weeks. Right before I did this reading, I did just a little meditation to see if there was any more messages that wanted to come through specifically during this reading. So if you're tuning in right now, this message could be for you. If it resonates, take it as you will. If it doesn't resonate, then leave it, okay? Nothing I say is, if it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not your truth. If it does, if you're like, oh my gosh, I have been noticing that. Like I just saw 77. That's another number that's been showing up a lot. 77. I forgot about that. If you do feel like you are resonating with what I'm saying, then this message is meant for you, but it doesn't mean that you still decide. You're still responsible for your own feelings and your own actions. Okay. So a big voice that I heard was act now. So those of you tuning in, you must be thinking about doing something, or you've been putting something off, but Spirit is here and it feels capitalized. It feels bold. Act now. Listen to that small voice. So I get this feeling like you pass by something every day and you're like, oh, I'll get to that later. I'll get to that later. Do it now. Just do it. Like Shia LaBeouf said, okay? Just do it. You'll feel so much better. You'll get the answers you've been wondering about. You'll have it off of your shoulders. Act now. I also heard the more you put your feet on the ground, the more sane you will feel, more like yourself, more clarity, more energy. Put your feet in the dang ground already. Like it's the easiest thing to do. And I didn't realize how important it was, but it just clicked one day how much we are part of nature. And the only reason I'm separated from the ground right now is because I'm living in a house, you know? As we grow higher, we get less off the ground. The more shoes we wear, we walk around like you walk around all the time with shoes outside. Your feet don't even touch the ground. So anytime you can, just take your shoes off and just take a little, put your toesies in there. So also I got listen to your body. If you know the thing you're about to eat is going to make you feel horrible, then why would you do that to yourself? That's not showing self-love. That is not a judgmental statement. That's how I feel towards myself. I can't imagine that I would feed my baby. I don't have a baby, but if I did have a baby, I would feed my baby food that I knew that it would upset it. You know what I mean? Like, I would never give my friend who's allergic to avocados avocado on purpose, I I think that's how we need to think, is like, would you put this in your friend or your baby's body? If not, then why would you put it in yours? I saw an image of letting go of someone's hand, and I'll be honest, the person was very specific. So I'm going to describe the person, but I have no idea who it was, and so it may resonate with you. But it was an African-American lady with very curly, actually she might have been mixed. She was lighter skinned, and she had very curly hair, but like a afro, but not tight. It was loose curls. And she had a huge smile on her face and very beautiful. And she was just like, it was a little creepy actually. Like maybe the smile wasn't actually genuine. And so I was letting go of this person, and as I let go, my hand just kind of went up to this other person who took my entire and then lifted me up with them. So I felt like this other lady was like dragging me down, whereas I just had to let her go, and then I could be elevated up to this person who was actually willing to support me. So it was a really cool imagery, but it felt very specific. It was interesting to me that the lady I was letting go of, I could see her very clearly, and the person I was reaching up to, I didn't see anything but a strong arm. So that kind of goes back to, we don't know what's ahead of us, but when you make decisions based on you and what you love, then spirit and the universe supports us and gives us what we need to elevate up. Wow, that was just a message that came through. I did not have that written down. So thank you, Spirit. That was wonderful.
Okay, I have not pulled a card yet, and I still have several more messages to go through. So again, the timestamps for Pick a Deck are below in the description. So I'm just letting you know. I also got like that I feel like some of you, the only reason you're stressed is because you're thinking of the future. And when you think of the future, it puts this pressure on you. But there's no pressure. It's just you want to get to this point of somewhere in the future. But I'm just here to tell you that that's not the point of life. In my opinion and belief, and what I've learned in this year and a half that I've really been focusing on my spirituality, that is not the purpose of life, is to get to this place. That's not it. It's truly how you go day to day. It's truly what you decide to do moment by moment, day by day, and how you decide to think about yourself and about life is all how the future will be. Depending on what you do in this moment is how the future will be. If you really think about that, think about this. I know people want to lose weight all the time. So they go, in 3 months, I want to be down to this size, blah, blah, blah. Well, they get to 3 months later and they haven't even moved a pound. And they're like, holy crap, I did not do anything. Now, let's say that you, I lost my train of thought. Apparently I wasn't supposed to go down that train of thinking because that just totally left my brain. So anyways, you're not supposed to know the future. That's the thing. You know, psychics and tarot readers can predict the future based on what you are currently, based on your current path, but you are every day deciding which path and timeline you want to be on. So you could be going on your highest path and then you veer off onto some other timeline or path. But then you learn the lesson that needs to be learned, or you get what you need to get out of that, and then you hop back on your highest path. So there's always this back and forth, and the goal is to remain on that highest path. But we are in human form, and there's a reason we're in human form, right? So you're not supposed to know the future, where it's going. You're just supposed to be surprised by it. But at the same time, you know your future because what you do today is predicting your future. What you do in the moment is predicting your future. Okay? I'm being told not to explain further than that those who will get it, and those who aren't there yet, it'll come when it's supposed to for them. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Because I really didn't know how else to explain that. Okay. I had a lot of feeling of someone messing with my left ankle. I felt this pressure, almost like somebody was like holding it. And so it made me wonder if someone's left ankle is bothering them, or there's some kind of energetic something attached to your left ankle. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But I also, when I sat down to do the reading, I felt like something was tickling my ankle, but nothing was there. So if there's something with somebody's left ankle, I would love to know. The other thing I got was this couple swing dancing, and it looked so fun. And it just made me want to dance. So I feel like some of you are maybe wanting to dance or take a dance class, or maybe you would love to go dancing. This spirit said, go do it. Like, have fun. And if you don't resonate with dancing, that I think the overall message is just to have fun in your life. Do things that bring you joy. Because you're predicting your future then. You realize that if you decide to do things that bring you joy and happiness, you're predicting joy and happiness in the future. Okay? The last two messages I got was don't bite the hand that feeds you. That came through very strongly. Like, I kept hearing it repeated. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. And then I got trying to help, like, I feel like some of you are trying to help, but when you help, you're either ruining it or you're not ending up being actual help. And Spirit says they don't want help. So that felt very specific for someone, but Spirit is here to give you that message. So if it does resonate with you, you can let me know. I just love to know if these things are actually coming through. So, all right, those are all my channeled messages now. So I do want to tell the two cards that came out while I was shuffling a while ago. They both are reversed, and it is some very intense energy cards. We've got the Tower and the Death card, and this just screams that you guys are holding up your spiritual elevation by not allowing this change to happen, by not allowing you to shed skin, by not allowing to let go of old thinking. You're not allowing this elevation to happen. And when you decide that you're no longer going to let something affect you the way it has been, or you're no longer going to think the way you thought in the past, that's when this transformation will take place. You guys, my throat is... I also haven't talked this much in a while because I haven't been doing readings as much, so maybe that's why. But with this, the discomfort of transformation is temporary, and there is a light on the other side. I mean, the sun coming up in the background of this death card lets you know that there is a brightness. Someone close to me keeps saying that, like, the edge of a storm cloud is like that shelf. Like, they felt like they were like right on the edge of that shelf, and then it's like clear skies and beautiful, and that's where a lot of you are. And the way you're going to get over that into the clear skies is by deciding to let go. And that could mean so many different things for so many different people. For me, it has been several aspects of my life that I've had to let go, and I'm still working on letting go. So this message is for me as well. But we are so close to this tower and this death moment, but we're resisting this change because it's change. And we don't know what the unknown is, but Spirit is here to say that you're okay, you're safe, you're going to be glorious. Just have faith. Okay. So those were the messages that I got from those cards. Now I'm going to what I'm going to do now is get the cards ready for the pick-a-deck, and I will move the camera angle down to the cards, and then I'm going to focus on the cards in the hands, because sometimes when you see the cards, they bring up something in you, and then you can get your own intuition from the cards along with what I get from them. Okay? All right, so I will see you in just a second. Okay, here are the decks. I did not think there were going to be 4, but it doesn't surprise me because I was feeling a lot of energy. So here is deck number 1 with the Citrine, we'll say cluster. And then this is number 2 with the Angelite heart. And this is deck number 3 with the, I think that's some kind of Jasper heart. And then we have deck number 4, which is the Citrine point. So go ahead and take a deep breath and center yourself and choose the deck or decks that resonate with you. You may resonate with one of them, more than one of them, all of them. Sometimes it's a message. There's something within each deck that may resonate with you. So just go to what you feel. All right, deck one, welcome to your reading. Since there were so many decks, I actually went ahead and pulled the cards off camera. I normally like to show pulling the cards, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So, you did choose the Citrine cluster. Citrine is the success stone. You guys, I can feel your energy right now. It kind of, that's interesting. It feels thick. I don't know. Your energy feels thick. So actually, no, I want to keep that here. So I did feel a lot of love interest coming from this group. So I feel like group number one, you are curious about your love life. So I also got a new deck of cards that are yes and no and when and how, which I got for my birthday. Thank you. And I just felt like there is maybe going to be a question that I want to ask a yes or no card to. So I have those here that I may get to. I don't know. I may just pull it and have you guys think of a question, and then we'll see. I just felt like I needed them there. So the card that was pulled for you guys was the Eight of Wands, and that lets me know. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. But I was saying that I can still feel your energy now that I took a break too. I came back to it. It's very warm and inviting, by the way. So this card is a card of action and opportunity and movement and change and honestly excitement. It tells me that you're in a point of life where you can sense this change coming and you're starting to get excited about it. And this is saying that opportunities are coming like in hot, and that all the things that we talked about before are going to relate to your reading. So I know that you're ready for this change. And that's why it's coming in hot, because it's been building up. All your desires have been building up, and it's just been waiting on you to enter this new spiritual level and let go of old things. So that is very exciting for you. I am sensing that some of you are um, like starting a money making adventure, whether it's a side hustle. But I feel like you're very passionate about this side hustle. And what else? I'm sensing that there's more than one direction. That's what it is. You feel like you don't know where to focus. Okay. Yeah. So, and there's a lot of opportunity here for you to do several different things, and you're not sure which direction to go. So let's get some more before we get into your cards. Let's get some tarot going here. What is this change coming? Oh my God, yes, look. So in the beginning, it came out reversed, but deck one, this lets me know that this is happening for you. You are going through a death, a transformation. Oh my God. And the tower popped out. Oh wow, deck one. Holy moly. You guys are so ready. Like this change coming is coming in hot and fast. It just takes you deciding. Okay, I am getting the Two of Swords reversed, so you do feel stuck in something. So that's very interesting that you just got this death and tower that that means that your life is seriously changing hardcore. And there's going to be something that happens that forces this change. But at currently, you are feeling stuck in some decision, or feeling like you can't decide one way or the other because the pros and cons are kind of matched or equal here. And so, really, this is telling you that you're going to have to just go with your intuition, go with your gut. What brings more joy to your heart? What feels truer to you? If it feels good because it feels comfortable, that's not necessarily the way that you're going to go. I'm getting that even if you choose the comfortable path here, that this tower moment, this happening that's going to happen in your life is going to force you to make a decision in the other direction. It's going to force you to choose. So you can either go ahead and choose the other direction or just stay comfortable, is what I'm getting so strongly. Wow. And then we've got the King of Swords coming in here, which I think this is you. I'm feeling that this is your energy. You're very intelligent. You're very well spoken. Your vocabulary is very strong. You have an authority about you. If this isn't you now, this death that's happening of your old self, and the King of Swords is what you're becoming. Yeah, that's what I'm sensing, that this tower moment will force you to make the decision that will allow you to become your truest self, which is the King of Swords here. Wow, that's so amazing for you. I feel like, okay, I'm feeling this. Wow, this is strong. Holy moly. This is really strong, actually. I'm feeling this energy of a love. Let me see what card came out here. The Knight of Cups. Oh my God, you guys, really? This is the card of romance, and but this but because it's reversed, this lets me know that you want love, but you're kind of in love with the idea of love, and so you're chasing this kind of romanticism about love instead of being like real about love, being this. And I also get this feeling like you are this knight in shining armor. You want to be for this damsel in distress. You have this almost like the white knight syndrome is what I'm feeling, but that can be a bit of a trap. So you have to be careful with that, because damsels don't always know they're being damsels, and those kind of energies it depends, but I am sensing a very strong love coming into your life. So I'm going to stop there with the tarot, and let's see what comes up next. Excuse me. My throat is feeling better. However, that seemed like some remnants. So here we have the Swan. Love. Oh my gosh, yes, I feel such a strong love coming. It's so amazing. I feel it. My heart chakra is alive. Like, this is the love that you have been waiting for. It's almost like I feel so emotional, like I want to cry, because you, you finally had to get to a place that you felt worthy of this love. And when this love comes in, it's an affirmation that you finally got there, because the only way this love can come in is by elevating your love for yourself, which was a big message in the beginning. So if you resonate with that, go back to the beginning of the video and listen to those channeled messages about self-love. It's right at the beginning. It says you found your soulmate or they are just around the corner. Remember that when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. Those all those things you've had to go through were worth it. I just feel like this is such a beautiful love. Like it's a deep, deep love, like a deep love that's been building and building and building. Okay, let me get more with. I pulled romance and love cards next. You see where I just felt like there was a lot of love in this. So you got wish. Someone you wished for is coming into your life. And then we have illusions. Be aware of love's illusions. See reality clearly. And what I get with that is sometimes we can convince ourselves of um, things when we're first in that like lust and like infatuation phase where you feel this connection but you're ignoring all the red flags, and the red flags are the illusions. Because if you find yourself making excuses straight from the beginning and you know that it's something that you didn't want to manifest in a partner, then that is not the partner for you. That is not the type of love that you're seeking. It may fulfill something for you momentarily, temporarily, but it's not what your heart and your soul and your highest self desire. So just pay attention to the red flags, okay? So now I'm getting animals that want to come in. Oh man, I just felt really unsteady just now. I feel like someone's like in motion right now. Maybe as they're listening to this reading, they might be in a car listening. I don't know. Oh, you got cow spirit. I love cows. The number 15 is such a good number. That is new beginnings and adventure, and it's also nourishing and stability. So Cow Spirit says the miracles are endless. Believe in miracles. Believe that you don't know what the future holds. You have no idea. You have no control over that. It's silly to think that you do. Um, okay, you guys, it's I'm having a hard time getting the messages out. So there is a lot of disruption, and as I say that, I see the disruption here on the Tower card. So there is some like things that are trying to hold you back from elevating. And I just got the Spider Spirit, and you guys look at the number on the card, 56. Did I not say 56 was one of the numbers that have been showing up so much in my life right now? So the Spider Spirit is here to tell you, make your dreams real. I'm getting to make a decision. That's how you will make them real. Make a decision every day to follow your dreams. Okay? So, those are some amazing messages so far. The energy here is absolutely wonderful. So, let's get these very beautiful new deck that I got as a birthday present. Thank you, you guys. The images on these really call to me. I am a Leo, so of course Leo here. And then I think this is Scorpio. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it looks like Scorpio mixed with. Oh no, that's Virgo. I'm so sorry. That's Virgo. I'm still learning astrology. So that's Virgo and Leo. Okay, so let's see. Leo says, I am present in this moment, letting go of yesterday's worries and tomorrow's concerns. You know, this is Leo season, and this month is about manifestation and really coming into your Leo lion self. I'm going to read this again in that energy. I am present in this moment,
letting go of yesterday's worries and tomorrow's concerns. And that is part of the message from earlier, that the future is nothing but something to put pressure on yourself and stress you out. Let go of tomorrow's concerns. Yesterday is gone, so today is the day that you make the decision. And then the Virgo card says, never underestimate the impact of your actions, the power of your words, or the strength of your presence. You are a force of nature capable of moving mountains and changing lives. You don't have to be a Virgo to resonate with that, or a Leo. It's just the energy that is in these cards. And if you are a Virgo or a Leo, then of course this message is for you to hear, whether you resonate with it right now or not. Okay, so let's keep going. I was almost scolded for not getting these cards out. I was about to start recording, and I just was like, you can't leave us in there. It's my angel cards. They are always calling to me. And you have 5 angel messages here. So let's see. The angel of order. My outer life reflects my inner order. When you get your inside in order, your outside comes to order, and it won't happen any other way. It does not work vice versa. It is starts from the inside. So if you think you can force something to happen by your actions and your force of will, you can't until your inside aligns with it. You might get it temporarily, but it won't stay because you have to align with it from the inside. That is amazing. The angel of faith. I have an unshakable faith in the inner power of my soul. Your soul is your higher self. Your higher self always wants you to be on your highest path because they know that is what your purpose is. And you have to have faith that those things you feel inside, that you resonate with, that you feel drawn towards, are what's meant for you. You have to be honest with yourself, which can be so hard because that can mean admitting to flaws, but they're not flaws. But we're not going to get into that. I'm not going to preach that right now. I'm hearing you're getting off topic. Okay, so let's keep going. What other angel? The angel of inspiration. I feel radiant with inspiration. You know, there are some artists in this group. I can feel it. I can tell that I feel painters. I feel almost charcoal artists. I feel crafty people in this reading. I feel like just people who tap into their creativeness, their talent for creation, and that make things come to life that weren't there for before. You are a creator. You create things, and the angel of inspiration is here to say that you have a lot of creativity that is ready to come out. I'm looking at the sea that's very bold over there that someone got me for my birthday. I'm telling you. And there's mushrooms all over the sea. So if mushrooms resonate with you, then I think this message is for you to tap into your creativity however you can do that. All right. We have the angel of surrender. I surrender joyfully to God's love in my heart. You have to just surrender to love. If it feels bitter, resentful, angry, jealous, any kind of toxic, negative feeling, that is not love. That's the opposite of love. Those are low, low, low levels of love. So it is important to surrender to love, because love means being vulnerable. Love means putting yourself out there and risking yourself being rejected, risking yourself being loved, accepting a love that you've never had before. But it also means that you love yourself so that those things don't matter, because it doesn't matter who loves you or doesn't love you or whatever, because you love yourself. It just becomes a mute point. It becomes obsolete, anybody else's opinions or love for you. Your love for yourself is enough. That's why you're enough. And then we have the angel of expectation. I'm always expecting the best of myself. To what do you want to give birth? The essence of expectation is to know how to wait for that which is already conceived within yourself. So this is saying, expect what you dream of. You want money? Expect it. It's coming. It's coming. You just have to be open to having it coming into your life, whichever way that may be. You have to surrender to the possibility of it being a different way than what's in your head. When, like I said, every day you predict the future. Your thoughts today predict the future. If you think about it, you know that resonates. All right, let's see what healing needs to be done. Observation. I see this as a reflection, actually, instead of an observation, which is interesting because I see observe as like presently looking at yourself. Yes, okay, I'm getting both. So, presently looking at yourself and your life and seeing patterns, and then relating them to what patterns and cycles have you had in the past. Are you repeating cycles? Are you repeating patterns that you know lead to disasters? If you're aware at all, you can recognize these things. I'm getting a very tired feeling all of a sudden, like someone's like feeling like they have no energy to do anything. And I'm also getting more throat scratchiness feeling. So someone's not being honest with themselves here. And even though they're observing, I'm getting the reason they feel tired is because they're not actually observing. They are seeing their reality through the lens they've always seen it. They haven't opened up to a different way of looking at it because they think that their way is the only way because it's comfortable, it's what they know. But I'm getting very strongly that the only way to actually observe is to do it from a non-bias, above yourself way. Take yourself out of it, is what I'm getting. So if that resonated with you, you will understand that. Okay. And then the last healing card I have is Shining Light. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. Don't worry, the light's coming with this tower moment. Don't let that scare you. And honestly, I would be thankful to the universe for forcing the situation. There's no wrong decision you can make. I'm getting to repeat that. There's no wrong decision you can make, no wrong decision about your path, because you're going to be inspired to go down the path of your highest self if that is what you desire. And I feel like deck number 1 does desire that. And since you chose Citrine, you're successful. This is the success stone. Yes, I'm getting such good energy from that. So, what is there a yes or no question that we want to answer? Let's see. So, as I held the cards, the question came to my head of ask, is the people tuning into deck group number 1, deck 1, are they on their highest path, their highest soul's path, their highest self's path? And I got 2 cards and it was yes and no. So the ones that are saying yes, if you feel like you are, and so see if this resonates with you. Okay, sorry that this reading might feel choppy because I do keep getting interrupted. Like I said, there's something that is trying to prevent you from hearing these messages.
And I don't know if that's you or I don't know, but it does feel like there's something still biting at you, like a voice saying you can't do this, like you've never been able to do this. You know, your whole fam, like nobody believes in you. See, I'm even getting interrupted here. So let me turn that volume down. Okay. So I asked, are the people tuning in to group one on their highest path? And I just saw 10001. So maybe you've been seeing 11 or ones in your life. I do feel like the 3 zeros in the middle do symbolize something, but I'm not sure what. It feels like obstacles to me. So, but anyways, you got yes, and it says the manifestation from new ideas and actions gives you a strong chance to achieve a significant impact. A promising opportunity has arisen that requires your immediate attention. This miraculously solves the previous predicament, changing your life for the better. Okay. So if you resonate with that, those of you that feel stuck and really like things just don't seem to be going your way, then no might resonate with you more. So it says you will be flooded with a soft, warm wave of good news. And the news is that you are an amazing person capable of boundless love and beauty. This fosters your sturdy desire to act and inventively overcome many unresolved issues. It's what you excel at. So, what I'm getting is that you're currently going through this to be able to get to your higher self. And this card here is saying that what you're going through now is proving to yourself how strong you actually are. So you may not be on your highest path right now, but what you're going through is going to get you. Remember, I said sometimes we veer off, but it's going to get you back on, okay? And that is it for you guys. Thank you so much, Deck One, for tuning in. I hope that you resonated with these messages. You can go ahead and stop here, or if other decks were calling to you, maybe go check those out. And if I recommended maybe going to the beginning of the videos because something from your reading connected, and I feel like there's a message in the beginning maybe for you there that you might want to check out. So you can also, if you'd like, go check out my other YouTube videos, other readings I have here, and I also have been updating my Instagram and Facebook page, Spiritual Teacher for You. I also have an Etsy store where I do personal readings, but my name on the Etsy store is Spiritual High Oracle. So you can check that out. I will put the link below, and you can if you are interested in a personal reading, or if you'd like to gift a reading to someone, we can do that as well. All right. Thank you so much, Group One, Deck One. Much love and light to you. On to the next. All right, Deck Two, welcome to your reading. You picked group number 2 with the Angelite heart. So something in me feels like you are a very pure-hearted person. You have a very giving nature. I also feel like you're very connected to astrology. There's a lot of astrology energy here, and unfortunately, I'm not super well versed in astrology, so I'll see what comes. Okay. I got interrupted a lot in the first deck's reading, but the thing that was interrupting the first reading has now left. So that means you guys are probably I don't know how to say this, but you have worked on yourself and you have elevated spiritually. If and you have elevated, and that's part of this message is you have elevated. And so this is, I think these are the messages are going to be from spirit, because I feel this desire in you to keep on this path. So this group, I feel, is this is going to be how you do it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, for the sake of time, these are the decks that I felt drawn to for your reading. So for the sake of time, though, I'm going to pause the video and shuffle through each deck, and what comes forward I'm going to place here, and then we'll go through the cards and I will get channel messages for you guys. Okay, so take a deep breath and center yourself and get ready for the way you can elevate spiritually. Okay, as I'm shuffling, I'm still shuffling now. I was pulled to pull the tarot some more. And I also was told that the fact that I decided to feed my cats during your reading is significant. So I think that is a message of feed yourself. I also felt very drawn to not felt very drawn. I got hungry when I paused the video and I ate 2 figs. And figs are so sweet and lush and remind me of the finer things of life. So I feel like you appreciate, lush things, like bougie things with no shame. You should. Spirit's saying you should enjoy those things if they bring you joy. Okay, so, all right. I had to say that before I forgot. I also got, while I was shuffling through, that you feel serious about this. You feel disciplined, or that you need to get disciplined in order to elevate where you would like to elevate to. So that's what I'm getting. I feel like there is a stern voice here saying, be disciplined, stay focused, get a spiritual regimen going. The morning, my cat Tweak just hissed at my younger cat Smokey. Tweak has never warmed up to Smokey, and I can't figure out why. So I feel like there is some conflict in your life right now. With there's some tension between you and someone else. That's maybe there was because Smokey came in, so Tweak had to be forced to live with Smokey, right? And so maybe you were forced to be in a situation around someone that you aren't particularly fond of, or maybe you are the person being forced around someone who's not particularly fond of you. So we just got the angel of, oh, sorry. I'm not doing your reading yet. I just had that message come through. Okay, let me keep it. Well, one of them is, maybe I do need to say it because it just came so fast. The angel of forgiveness. I forgive myself. I forgive everyone. Forgiveness is my freedom. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the deck and we'll talk about that more, but maybe you needed to hear that. All right, while I was shuffling the healing energy cards, I got a message that you can't be in a hurry to get to this elevated place, that everything you go through now that you've made the decision to elevate is intentional for you to get to this elevated place. Don't question it. Don't think that you're out of alignment. You will be going through things for you to reach this elevated place. But because you are constantly elevating, it won't feel as scary as that statement sounds in this moment because you'll be ready for it. You will level up and you'll feel it, and it's going to be a wonderful journey. I'm being told to say that, whatever I say in this reading, if it resonates, take it. Whatever resonates with you, that is the message for you. But if it doesn't resonate, then that is not for you, because there are a lot of energies in this reading. And so some may be coming through more strongly than others. So just keep that in mind. Okay, I didn't pull any romance cards because I don't feel like that is the focus of this group. I feel like you are in a either very healthy relationship with yourself love, or you're in a very healthy relationship with someone else, like a romantic partner. So you feel fulfilled in love currently. And so the next level that you're focusing on is just elevating spiritually. So this reading is to help you, I feel like, prepare for that, or somehow give you like the next steps. We'll just see what comes through. Okay, so the first cards we have is the Empress reversed, and then we have the Fool, and then we have Two of Wands reversed. Okay, so the Empress is a card of, I just feel poetry. Like, this is the lady sitting in the meadow drinking her tea or whatever, and sitting on a blanket and very lush, and the animals are surrounding her, and she's just tapping into this femininity. And she's this maternal, just beautiful, just nurturing, wonderful, heart explosive person, very compassionate. Um, However, she's reversed. So this lets me know that you are at an insecure place in your life. Like, you're feeling very insecure about your spirituality. Like, you're not sure what things mean. You're in this confusing state of just not understanding, and almost like it feels almost like a panic attack. You just don't know. And in that moment is when you surrender. That is what surrendering is like, is not knowing, and then just going, you know what? It's okay to not know. I'm just going to do what makes me happy right now. And I leave it up to the universe that everything will work out as I build up on this path. Okay. So you do feel kind of stuck here. I feel like you're not elevating at the, but sleep on it. Like, you can't expect automatic change. Like, downloads have to happen, things have to sink in. You have to, your body has to catch up with your mind, your spirit, your body, mind, spirit. It all has to like balance for you to be able to elevate. I've never gotten that message before, so that's specifically for someone. That all of that has to like equalize and balance out for you to actually elevate. So your mind may be saying, I want to elevate, but you're not doing the things to your body that you need to be doing. You're not taking care of your body. And then your spirit is not, like, it all has to go together, if that makes sense. Like, you go to sleep at night with subliminals playing, to get straight to your subconscious, and then you wake up and you don't go to your phone right away. You stretch your toesies. You like do things that feel good. You take a shower. You get dressed. You brush your teeth. You get ready for the day. You feel excited about the day. You're curious what the day is going to bring, and it's going to be something wonderful because you're aligned. You go put your feet in the ground. You drink your coffee, water, tea, whatever morning beverage. You do things that feel good to your soul. You do a little morning 10-minute yoga stretch, and then you make your to-do list for the day, but you say, if these things do not get done, I forgive myself. So all of this alignment, and you choosing to put good, healthy things into your body, listening to your body, all of those go hand in hand. And when all of those go hand in hand is when this Empress level will be reached. But I see you're going on a new beginning. There is a new job or there's something, I don't feel new relationship. This feels more like a new adventure, a new beginning, like a new opportunity. And it doesn't necessarily, I don't feel a new job. Job comes with like responsibilities, but this is like something you feel passionate about. Like, and I do feel travel. Yes, I was feeling like you're coming into something where you're traveling, and I feel a little bit of anxiety about that. But this card is to say that it's be open to like what life can bring you when you do these travels. Um, there is a little bit of naivety to this since it's so new, but just trust that you can use your skills, your previous skills, and your natural instincts to meet challenges when they come. And as long as you continue to be on your highest path, these solutions and things will come naturally. Um, then we have Two of Wands reversed, which I'm sensing that there's a decision that you have to make or need to make or are about to make, but you're having a hard time. And, there's no, but, or you may have made a decision and feel like it was the wrong decision, and I was trying to get ahead of myself by saying that it doesn't matter what decision you make, that it's not going to be a wrong decision. If you want to do this, you just decide to do it. And you might feel scared because it will change your current status quo and what you're used to in life. But this is the direction that you're wanting to go, that your highest self and your soul desires to go in. And it's just a matter of being open to not needing to know everything that's going to happen, because frankly, it's none of your business. The universe wants to surprise you. Let it. Okay, so let's continue with the cards that were pulled. I got for Moonology. So I feel like you are a moon type of person. You probably have moon water, or you put your crystals out at night to charge by the moon. I know there was a full moon in Aquarius just recently, like August 18th, maybe. I don't know. But apparently that was a very strong moon. So let's see what you got. Take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out. And then we have faith in your dreams. Yeah, I feel like some of you don't even, like, you have this dream that you don't even have faith in. What's the point in having a dream if you don't have faith in it? I might need to look up more about take time to breathe out. And then we have the energy is gaining momentum. So you have already, I feel like some of you have already made that decision, and this reading is just like confirmation that you are headed in the right direction and to keep going. And the energy is gaining momentum. So let's see what take time to breathe out means. Take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. Say that 5 times fast. All right. Okay, the intensity of the full moon has abated, and what are we left with? That's right, because the full moon, oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead, which is like what the fool kind of does. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time out to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit, this reminds me that sometimes when people go through a spiritual growth, they feel like every moment of the day has to be spent trying to elevate, and that is what the message is here, is that don't overdo it, don't burn yourself out, give your soul a chance to soak in what you've been ingesting, and let it, and your brain and your heart, and let your chakras align to this new information you're giving it. And I'm also getting very strongly to read, to get knowledge, and then let it soak in, let it sleep at night. Read something at night, go to sleep, and let it sink into your subconscious. And then the next day you can either reread it, or read something new, or take a break completely. Give yourself a chance to let things sink in. Okay, very good message. All right, let's see what angel came for. Oh, we know what angel came for. The angel of forgiveness. And you know what? There was no other angel card. Is that right? No other angel card came out. So this is a very strong message to forgive yourself. And I'm hearing more forgive yourself than it is forgiving. There may be some that need to forgive others, but really I'm hearing that a lot of us need to forgive ourselves for actions that we've taken against ourselves, against our highest self, because you're going to realize when you elevate how much you tortured yourself, and you're going to be overwhelmed with emotion, and you're going to be like, how could I have done that? How could I have done that to myself? And there's going to be a moment where you're going to get very emotional, or at least I did, okay? And I'm thinking that others will go through that as well. Oh man, my ears just changed. So this angel is really asking you to forgive yourself. Forgiveness is your freedom. So that's a very strong message coming through. Okay, we have several spirit animal messages, and I'm so excited because this is also a card deck that I was gifted for my birthday. All right, you got the coyote, playfulness. This is a reminder, and remember the message at the beginning. If you didn't listen to the beginning messages, there may be something in there for you, because in the beginning I saw this couple swing dancing, and it was so fun and playful. And it was a message to have fun, do things that are fun. And so you got the coyote, playfulness. This is a reminder to not take things too seriously and bring more balance between wisdom and playfulness. You might need to lighten up about a matter that has been on your mind for a while. Yeah, so sometimes we can be so serious in our heads, and it's really not as serious. And a lot of times it's because we haven't communicated. We build this thing up in our head. B, productivity. It is time to examine your productivity. Disorganization and indecisiveness may be causing you to miss opportunities. Take a moment to prioritize your goals and get a clear view of how to get where you want to go and what it will take to get there. Yeah, so getting organized really helps in seeing. Sometimes as a teacher, I would let, stuff pile up, and it wasn't until I got organized that I actually felt like I was making a difference. And so, part of being productive is being organized and making whatever organization looks like to you. There's no judgment. There's no right or wrong way to organize. So just do what works for you. But if it's not working, then be willing to change. Okay. We got the crow, transition. Yes, you are definitely transitioning. Which part of your life is or may be going through a transition? Maybe you are changing relationships, careers, or cities. So I am feeling like some of you that were connected to this might be changing cities with the travel card that came earlier, and then also careers with this new beginning here. So whatever it is, the crow is signaling that you are ready. You are ready to make the change. Wow, what a great message from Spirit. I mean, if you were wondering, should I do this? Am I ready? The answer is yes, according to this, but let's use my yes or no deck that someone gifted me for my birthday. Yes or no about Are they ready to make this transition? Yes, see? There for yourself. Yes. Fate opens its gates of fortune for you, but not until you're actively involved in the resolution process. You discover the resources you need by accepting an unexpected offer, which invariably brings you stunning success and that rare chance to completely improve your life. So, yes, yes, it is coming. You have to be open to it. And then you have the cat, independence. If you're questioning whether you can be independent in this life as well as maintain a relationship and a family, the answer is yes. You are being encouraged to develop balance between independence and time of togetherness. This also indicates that you would greatly benefit from a profound journey of self discovery. Learn to enjoy time spent with yourself. Don't always need someone around. I know I'm rare, but I love spending time alone. It's one of my absolute favorite things, but I might feel differently if I wasn't in a relationship or I didn't have a super awesome group of friends and family that I could, text or call or say, can I come hang out at any moment's notice? Um, I think some people in this group might feel lonely when they're alone. And so you feel like you always need someone around. And this is saying that you can be with yourself. That is when you will actually make these very deep transitional moments for yourself, is when you allow yourself to spend time with yourself. Okay, let's keep going. These cards are also new and they're so beautiful. Look at them. Look at the cat you got. That's so awesome. And then, oops. Oh, I wonder if there's some crystal lovers in this group. I definitely think there are. And of course, more moons. Okay, so let's see. The most courageous act is still to think for yourself aloud by Coco Chanel. Yeah, don't be afraid. Oh, that's why my throat got so tired and tense all of a sudden. That's why I started talking softer. I also had to take a drink of water. So I feel like some of you are not actually being yourself around people. You're not being yourself around people. And you're not speaking up when you have an idea or a thought that, you overanalyze every little thing that comes through your mind. So this is saying the most courageous act is still to think for yourself aloud, and don't be scared of what people think when it happens. Okay, so now we have every challenge you overcome, every barrier you break paves the way for progress. See, this barrier you break, cycle breakers, that's what that reminds me of, which was at the beginning of this video. So again, if you did not listen to those beginning messages, you might want to go back. Your courage and determination are the catalyst for a brighter, more equitable future. Do you think that if it requires bravery to follow our dreams? If it didn't require bravery, everybody would do it and everybody would be following their dreams. But because this requires you to step into an unknown territory, it's scary and it requires bravery. Your energy speaks louder than your words. That is no doubt, no doubt. No doubt. I feel energy before I even listen to you, I kind of already have a vibe about you as soon as I meet you. I'm like that, and I think more people are like that than they know if they tapped into it. So, all right, then we have for healing energy cards, We have Rise of the Phoenix, 33. There's that number. And then another 3, expanding. 3 is about being creative and expressing yourself, and the mind, body, and spirit, that triangle. Oh my God, you guys. I tell you what. I tell you what. And then 3 and 3 makes 6, which is about unconditional love for oneself. So, you know, this newness that you are rising up. You are the rise of the phoenix. Take everything. You are rising to the next level. You're having a rebirth, and that can feel uncomfortable. Think about being birthed again. Think about a baby being birthed. It's traumatic. It's a life altering, changing, crazy, phenomenal event that happens. And that's what you're doing. You're being birthed again. So it is going to feel uncomfortable, and you're going to be emotional just like you are. And doctors want you to cry. That's how they know that you have successfully made the transition. So it's okay to be emotional during this. Wow, that was so specific for someone. Let go of the expired, emerge as the authentic you. Yes, it is such a big message in this group. In fact, I am resonating with this deck as well, that it is so important to be ourselves, to stop caring so much about what people think. We are us. If everybody could be themselves, it would be such a beautiful world. It really would. There would be such less hate and jealousy and deception, because everybody would be being themselves. And you're expanding. And so this is so interesting. I had a crazy vision as I was meditating before I did this reading, and I was just being pulled into space, and we were just flying across space and the planets and galaxies, and I looked back down and I saw Earth down there, and I thought home, but then I was like, but this feels good too. So I feel like you are expanding past what you feel is your home, because your home is a lot bigger than you think. So you have connections in more than just this plane, and that card is coming strong through for that. Okay, the last set of cards that I got, this is my cosmic deck. So it's so funny that you got this, and I felt a lot of space, like astrology energy with you. And so I just love when it all connects like that. Okay, we got miracle. You have a miracle coming, no doubt. That's what that card is. It's like something is just coming to bless you. Didn't we see that there would be an opportunity coming? I forgot there was a card that said that. Virgo. So the first reading also had Virgo in it, and I do want to get some more information from that. So give me a moment. Virgo. That's the second Virgo. So you might have resonated with the first reading as well. And then the law of cause and effect. So let's look up Virgo. Aspects within are ordered and balanced. Order and structure provide channels for future works. Yeah. Where's that card for productivity, getting organized? Yeah. Balance between spirit and intellect. Perfection has been found within. Now manifest it. While focus on details is important, keep in thought the overall picture. In fact, I wouldn't even worry about the details. Just what do you desire? Put that out there. Service is called forth and asks for concentrated effort. So it is time to make an actual effort. Okay? An actual change. Law of cause and effect. I mean, I think we all know what that means. What you set in motion returns to you. You control the situations you encounter by what you empower. Everything is cause and effect. What you say today is predicting your future. I'm cause and effect. There's a continuum, a flow, and everything is linked. To grow is to cause the flow. The effect is the expansion. Expansion. The cycle ever reaches for the light, the seed to the tree, to the seed once more. Yes, yes. All right, you guys, that is it for your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you being here. I love connecting with your energy. It is so amazing. I'm so happy for you and your elevation. And you guys, I would love if you would stay connected with me, to share your energy with me by liking, commenting, or subscribing, following, sharing, anything, any way you can connect with me, or allow me to connect even further. Spread the word, I would appreciate that. I also am spiritual teacher for you on Instagram and Facebook. And I now have an Etsy store called Spiritual High Oracle, where I provide readings through there. So check that out. I will have the links in the description. And I bid y'all much love and light. Thank you so much. All right, welcome deck 3 to your reading. So, a couple things first. I feel like you have kind of like some chaotic energy, or like there's like a lot of distractions around you. Like you start on something and you can't finish it, you get distracted by something else. I also feel like you're a snacky person. You may have been diagnosed with ADHD, or have maybe ADD, or something that makes you a little bit hyper and out of focus. I also feel like I wanted to take a bite of this apple during your reading, so I don't know what that means. Okay, I didn't want to be rude and chew on camera, but I feel like maybe that is spirit saying to eat more fruit, to eat more things from the earth. Yeah, for sure. Because your stone is like this, it looks like a tree, right? It's like some kind of jasper. I wish I knew what it was. But it's very grounding, very earth energy. So you might even be an earth sign. Maybe a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I also feel like you could maybe a material person who likes, material things. You like to have nice things. You have a big focus on money. So I don't know that I'm going to pull from every single deck, but I felt like I wanted to start the reading with this showing like this. But what I'm going to do is pull a card from each deck to put in your deck, but I want to save time and not force you to watch all that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and then I'll come back. So I feel like you're a snacker. I don't know if I said that, but I definitely feel, because I just got interrupted again. So, and then I felt the need to like get some snacks again. Or maybe I'm just a snacker. How about that? So I'm going to pause it now again and pull your cards, and then we'll get into the reading. All right, deck 3. So I pulled a card from every deck. I didn't think I was going to, and then I ended up doing it because I felt as I got done with one card, the next deck was like calling to me. So there is a message here from every deck. So yeah, I do feel like you're sensitive to energies around you. I do feel like maybe you are I'm getting clairvoyant, like you feel energy around you that's not yours, and this can be confusing sometimes. So let's see what you got.
You got the Ace of Cups. I love this card because it's about deep love. So there is lots of love here, or you are on the path towards your highest love path. And I love that. This is divine love. This is a very deep love. It's like you, this is a love that is on a level that a lot of people don't experience. I'm feeling from group 3. This is like unconditional love here. And this is also a card for a new relationship. So I didn't think that I was, because group 1 had a lot of love energy too, but theirs was like, and I don't think I realized that now until I felt this energy of this deck, because this feels like a very deep, profound, rare love. And group deck had a very lustful, like excited new puppy energy type love with it, which I'm not discounting that type of love at all. That can lead into, in fact, since I'm feeling a connection towards group 1, I feel like this is the love that group 1 is actually heading towards. So you may want to listen to group 1 to see if you resonate with that, or group 1 may need to listen to this reading if they felt drawn to it. So that is amazing. This also could just be like a platonic love, but I'm not feeling platonic. I'm feeling there's definitely romantic feelings here, but well, for some there are romantic feelings, and then I also do feel a very deep platonic love here where there's a lot of mutual respect and just like having this very deep love for each other, but you may not have romantic feelings for each other. So we'll see what that is about. I'm feeling like I want to draw, even though there's the romance and love cards are in here, but I'm feeling like I want to draw this romance and love deck to see what kind of energy is coming through right now with the love. So let's see here. What energy am I feeling for deck 3 with in regards to this deep, profound Ace of Cups, divine love? See? Celebrate. Today, celebrate the love you share with those who matter most. And settling, avoid settling for less than you deserve in love. So, yeah, this is about meeting yourself at a higher level in love. So this could be about self-love. Maybe that's what I'm feeling, because that is what came through in the beginning of the reading, was that strong sense of needing to increase your love of yourself. So I am getting all 3 aspects, that this could be a deep platonic love, which that could also you resonate with love for yourself. And then I'm also feeling that romantic love, but I think it's the love of self that I'm actually feeling very strongly towards. So let's get into this reading and see. I'm getting to pull tarot now. I guess we need to know more about this love. This card is jumping out to me, the Hermit. So I do feel like you need to go in some sort of like introspective mode to really find out more about yourself, that there's this self-discovery that needs to be had. So yeah, I am feeling a very inward direction here towards self, like turning inwards, self-searching, and finding answers within yourself. So let's see what jumped out here. We got the Ten of Swords reverse. So reverse is like, an ending to something is coming, but you are hesitant to have it end, and we all know why. It's because the unknown is coming and you're used to the known. Okay, That's been a theme throughout this. And now you have the Seven of Wands, which is you're not really sure which way is the best way to go, and you're letting other people influence which way to go. I'm feeling I'm feeling a lot of energies around you. So, and I just saw 1:44:04 on the clock, and now 5. Okay, anyways, um, so this lets me know that there are some energies around you, and that are distracting you from being committed to your hard work, and you're feeling off balance because of that. And so, okay, there is going to be some kind of um, it's gonna feel bad, this heartbreak, but it's allowing you to accept this higher path, and the one that you really need to be on in order to get to this deep love. And I'm sensing that this heartbreak is actually something that's been needing to happen for a while now, but you've just been so strongly holding on to it, but you're just now kind of letting go. So this heartbreak will come in. So just be prepared that it's gonna feel uneasy, but you're gonna rise again. You're gonna learn from this heartbreak what you need to learn in order to feel this deep love that you are searching for. And that's what I feel, is that you're searching for this feeling of love, can be had, but you've never felt it before. And in order to feel something you've never felt before, you have to go through something that will get you there. It's almost like when a superhero can't tap into their powers until they're put into a dangerous situation, and then all of a sudden they get the gusto to bring their powers forward. I don't know if you are I'm getting someone a X-Men fan, but they brought a new series back, X-Men 76, and they brought back all the characters in the theme song, and it was very nostalgic watching it. But there's this a spoiler alert here, but there's a place where Storm loses her powers, and then for her to get her powers back, she's put in a position that like forces her to bring it forward. So they weren't actually lost; they were just hibernating until she was ready to face having her powers again. And that is what's here. You have to get to a place where you can accept and feel this deep love, but it's going to require this very sad heartbreak. Okay. So we have some animals here, which my animals are barking to come in. So I'm going to go do that right now. All right, so now it is quiet again. Okay, so the animals that came out for you were the groundhog, and I don't know if you've been seeing lots of groundhogs lately, but he's holding a little heart, and look, there's 31, which is 4 again, and 4 is a number of commitment and hard work and balancing. So that's coming out again for you. And then we have, and time to let go. So that obviously connects to this, both of these that came out. And then we have the rabbit spirit, which is now is a lucky time. 9 and 4 make 13, which is also the number 4. 4 is coming very strongly in your reading. So it may be time wise, it may be like 4 months or 4 days, could be 4 weeks. I'm getting 4 hours. That some 4 is definitely showing up a lot. Okay. So time to let go, and now is a lucky time. Let's see what angels came forward. We got the angel of clarity. The clarity of my soul flows through me when I think, feel, and act in the world. The angel of strength. My strength is a precious gift from my soul in which I am always safe. Look at that picture. That's cool. A great strength emerges in our lives when we recognize that security and happiness are soul qualities. This just goes with letting go. and believing in the strength of you, like I was just saying, how it's in you. You've just got to bring it forward. The angel of love. Look at you with all this love. The more I learn to love myself, the more I know how to love others. So to feel this deep love with another, you're going to have to be able to love yourself just as deeply. Okay, here's two more romance and love cards. You've got charisma. Love flows to you. You radiate charisma and charm. So you are a person that likes to flirt, I feel. Someone who maybe get touchy-feely sometimes. And people see that as flirty, but you're just a touchy-feely person. You like to flirt if it's fun for you. You like someone who can flirt in a like almost intellectual way is what I'm feeling. Window, a new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. Yes, I love it. But what healing? That's as soon as I pulled these two cards, I was like, there needs to have healing take place. So let's see what that healing needs is. Cycles of change. Be open to messages and change. Go with the flow and welcome the elephants, the element. Oh, so elephants are, um, oh gosh, their luck when their trunk is up. They also are known to hold like ancient wisdom. Let me look up elephant because that definitely came through for a reason. Oh, hey, Tweak. Tweak just came in. Okay, so an elephants are luck and good fortune. They represent strength, which you just got the angel of strength. So that's interesting. Elephants are powerful beings that can use their strength to remove obstacles and negative forces. They can also represent mental strength, peace, and the ability to be powerful without being confrontational. So, oh, that's so interesting that you are avoiding something because you hate confrontation. So the elephant is coming through to say you can change without being confrontational. You just have to trust in spirit that to allow it to happen that way. Be open to messages and change. Go with the flow and welcome the element of wind to help you through this time. Mind, mental, throat healing. Yeah, don't be afraid to say how you feel. Your feelings are valid. We also got being true. I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. And then we've got goodness. I refine my character and overcome difficulties by remaining positive. I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect to transform shadow into light. I consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. All right, what moon did we get? A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Every single deck has had Virgo in it. Are we in a Virgo cycle? I didn't think so. Virgo is related to practical matters, material needs, earth, which is earthy. This stone, you're could be Taurus, Capricorn also because you're earth signs. That's so interesting. Okay. So a time to give rather than take. What does that mean? A time to give. What does that mean? Let me get my tarot cards for that. What are they? What does that mean? Oh, well, there we go.
A time to give rather than take. The Hierophant. Oh, spiritual knowledge. Okay. And the Tower. Okay, so I'm sensing that there's going to be some information coming your way, almost like a download that you're going to get that's going to cause this heartbreak and this Tower moment of disruption that causes this heartbreak. So I'm sensing that there's going to be some information that comes through for you um, that you're going to almost have an intuitive sense about, and then the tangible evidence will come, which will create this Tower moment, causing this heartbreak, but which will ultimately lead to this Ace of Cups love here. So I say this with a calmness. It's going to be rocky, and of course, there's going to be a lot of um, emotions involved, but there's a revelation here, and there's a revolution here within you. So when I get those cards in relation to a time to give rather than take, that when loss this loss happens, let it go. Let it go. Whatever material, because you are a material person. You like material things, so it's going to be hard to let go of the material items that were linked to this loss. So I think this card is coming out to say that this is, instead of being what can I get out of this, more be like, what can I release, what can I give to others that may need it more than I do, that I can start over with as this new higher love phase that I'm entering. Yes. So, whew, that was quite the message coming through there, group 3. Okay. And then we've got this lady, very feminine energy here. I don't know. It's an interesting picture here. 73 is 10. 10 is a number of like new cycles. So yeah, you are shedding old stuff to start a new cycle. I'm going to have to use the guidebook, you guys. Oh. Okay, so 73 is keeping up with the Joneses. So we all know what that means, right? Life is full of responsibilities and commitments, so you're constantly on the go. You set high standards for yourself, and while you may have met the mark, keeping up with it is exhausting. You've got everything you wanted, so why aren't you happy? The answer is simple, but we complicate it. Some keep reaching and wanting more, but why? Do you remember the days when you were unaware of labels and brand names? Yeah, I've sensed that this entire time. Like I said, you really have a lot. You put a lot of value on material things. So I'm sensing here that that is almost distracting you from reaching this elevated level of love that you really desire. So I think you need to ask yourself what's more important, these earthly material things, or your spiritual elevation towards this divine love. Let's see. Okay, so here we have some cards that I got for my birthday. I love them. Look at that. And then look at this. This reminds me of Bewitched. And then, yes, that's lovely. So let's see. Empowerment begins with self-belief. Trust in your abilities. Honor your intuition and let your voice be heard. You are a force to be reckoned with. I am a powerful creator shaping my reality with my thoughts and actions. Your thoughts today are creating your future. Your heart knows the way, run in that direction. Yeah, as I'm talking, if this reading is resonating with you, as I'm talking, I know that this whole scenario is playing out in your head of what I'm talking about. And then our last two cards are the animal cards that I just got for my birthday. And you got the owl, which is observation. You are being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into the true reality of a situation or a person's motives. So, yeah, be observant. Stop ignoring the signs. You need to hear what is really being said despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. There's somebody manipulative in your life, I'm feeling. This feels very specific for someone, that there's someone um, that knows how to push buttons and manipulate to get their way in the relationship. And every time you come close to maybe leaving that relationship, this feels very specific. So if it doesn't resonate, don't take it. But for someone here, or a few of you here, that you're in a relationship where you would like to leave but don't know how, and the person you're with, your partner, knows how to manipulate your feelings into staying. And so you're being encouraged to be a cycle breaker. Like I talked about at the beginning of the video. So again, if you have not listened to the beginning of the video, there are messages there that you may want to hear that relate to this. And then you got the B, productivity. It is time to examine your productivity, disorganization. Group 2 also got this, so you may relate to Group 2's reading as well. Take a moment to prioritize your goals and get a clear view of how to get where you want to go and what it will take to get there. I don't actually agree with that last part. You don't need to worry about how. Just worry about where you want to go, and then allow the space and the openness to allow the universe to provide the way. Okay? Um that is it for your reading. I just had to make sure. I do want to thank you so much for joining me in this reading. I hope it resonated with you. I love the energy that you're sharing with me right now, and I want to thank you for doing that. I feel a lot more different energies lately, so I know that I am able to share these messages with more and more people. But a really great way to do that is for you to also share by sharing your energy with me by liking. You can comment, subscribe, follow, share my page to others. Check out all my channels. I'm Spiritual Teacher for You on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm Spiritual High Oracle on Etsy, where you can order readings. I'm also on Fiverr, which I will have all of those links down below in the description. So I just want to thank you again for being here, and much love and light to you. On to Group 4. All right, Group 4, welcome to your reading. I got all the cards decks out that I feel like I want to use for your reading, and it's very interesting to me because I felt the need to organize, like putting bigger decks over here and putting, these decks kind of where they fit. And I also felt like maybe you're like a Tetris master almost, like you like to put things where they fit. So that's interesting energy I'm feeling from you. I'm also seeing 202 on the timer and 33 just now, which 33 was one of the numbers from the beginning. So if you did not listen to the beginning messages, you may want to go back and listen to those, just because it may connect to something in your life. So I'm going to pull cards from each deck, but I'm going to pause the video in order to do that, because I don't want to use the time on the video. It just takes a lot of time. So I will, if I get any messages while I'm shuffling and pulling cards, then I will unpause the video and share those messages. So we shall see. I'll be right back. Okay, Group 4, welcome back to your reading, where I have pulled
all of your cards, and you chose the Citrine points. And my cat is now using the bathroom during your reading, which I always see that as a big sign to let go of something in your life in order to have this success, because this is the success stone. So let's look into your cards. You had the Three of Wands, which is about expressing yourself through creativity, through your talents, through what you're good at, through new methods and modalities, exploration. Exploring is what I tried to say, and exploration came out. Having confidence to look outside yourself for creative insights, bringing forth your passion for things, for creativity, for um, bringing your vision to life. Okay, so let's see what else. I'm getting to pull more tarot cards. What else can you tell us about this Three of Wands? Because I feel like this is like um, also about community with this group. So let's see what comes forth here. What is this creativity towards? Okay, so we got the Moon and Four of Wands. So the Moon lets me know that there's like this inner truth that has been yet to come out. There's some illusion here, and I feel like it's an illusion of something that you have created an illusion about, almost like a wall that a filter you've put over your eyes so you don't see the truth, because the truth is you think the truth is painful, or you're scared of the truth. I'm getting a lot of worry and anxiety with you. I'm also getting that you are receiving a lot of vivid dreams, and those dreams hold messages from your higher self. I'm also getting that to look inwards and be honest with yourself. I'm sitting here picking my fingernails like in an anxious way. So I do sense a lot of anxiety and fear in you with life. And I also felt a lot of heavy energy coming to this group. But I know that you're going to be successful because you picked the Citrine and you got the Four of Wands, which is the success card. Now, you do have a lot of wand energy, which is fire, which is passion, creativity, And so I do see you being successful, but there is a lot of worry about some unknowingness, some lie I feel like you're telling yourself. So let's look at what healing needs to happen. There's a cellular change that needs to happen. Healing on a cellular level. So it's going to require love of self. And you're kind of reminding me of group 3. So there's this merging of that needs to happen, like almost like yin and yang. I do sense possibly a merging of a love coming into your life, like a really deep spiritual love. This person feels like they complete you, um, which is a little silly of me to say because you are complete the way you are. But this is giving me like twin flame vibes, because a twin flame is two parts of a soul, and so you're very balanced, yin and yang, masculine, feminine, and so there's these two people that really balance each other out, but they don't really come into each other's lives until they have elevated to a certain level and fulfilled or are fulfilling their purpose in life. And that's when you will meet this twin flame that could possibly, I mean,
um I don't could possibly be in your life already is what I was trying to get out, but I was interrupted somehow. I do feel like there are some influences around you that don't want you to find a love in your life, because then that would um, validate that you are worthy of love and that they missed out. So I'm feeling like an ex is kind of like they like to see you not having a successful relationship because it validates that you're not, to them, it validates that you uh, also can't be with anybody else. Like they feel like it's like, oh, you couldn't hack it with me, you can't hack it with anybody, kind of thing. So I do feel some energy in your energy that doesn't really necessarily have the best interest at heart. That came through for some people. Now let's see some animals that have come forward for you. You have the dog, and the spider. So there's loyalty here. You may be feeling like those around you let you down or are not doing their fair share of work. This comes as a reminder that loyalty exists and you must not settle for anything less. You deserve better than mixed signals. So I do feel like maybe there are some of you in this group that are really looking to get in a relationship, or at least want to eventually get in a relationship, and the idea of a twin flame interests you, um but this is coming forward to say do not accept less than what you know you deserve. Do not settle. And then we have spider manifestation. So this is saying to manifest that partner that you are desiring to have, while you also release some of this anxiety and fear about the unknown, and get more, dive more into this Three of Wands creative, expressive energy here. It says you weave your web in life. What you see before you is the result of your thoughts. If your current reality does not suit you, then it is time to make changes through conscious manifestation. Yeah, the messages I was getting earlier at the beginning of the video said act now. This is also saying act now to consciously choose your future. Your energy can bring in all you desire. Let's see what angels are coming forward now. We have the angel of blessing. I am blessed in many ways and I bless all that I have. I feel like this is a reminder that if you look around you, you actually have a very blessed life, and you've been able to create this beautiful reality around you, and it's important to take the time to actually acknowledge that. The angel of faith, I have an unshakable faith in the inner power of my soul, knowing that you are consciously choosing your highest path. If that is what you want, then this angel is coming forward saying that if you trust your inner guidance, then you will be on this path. And you have the angel of grace. Each moment is an opportunity to reveal a miracle. Grace is a wonderful quality. When it is manifested in our lives, it brings the energy that uplifts our vibrations and clears the inner barriers. To be in a state of grace is to put into practice the certainty that if we knock, the door will be open, and if we ask, it will be given unto us. So this is spirit coming forward. Your angels saying to ask. Don't be afraid to ask. If something is hard, ask for a remedy, ask for a solution. Okay, what other healing needs to take place? Manifestation of light and inner work. I see the beauty in me. I grow and develop my inner self in harmony with light and beauty. I free myself from negativity. My heart transforms, my intellect shines, and my inner light grows. I do sense an intellectual person here. Like your creativity is almost intellectual, like it's intelligent creativity. It takes like higher intelligence for your creativity to come forward. Inner work, God brings me ideal situations for my inner healing. As I become aware of my weaknesses, I turn them into strengths. I direct my thoughts toward the light and see the positive side of every stage of my life. Darkness turns into courage, thus I get stronger.
Okay, what messages from my new deck that I got for my birthday? Beautiful images. I love them. So the butterfly says, in a world that often seeks to diminish your worth, remember you are enough just as you are. Yes, you don't need to worry anymore. Your dreams are valid, your voice matters, and your actions have the power to shape the future. I trust the flow of life and start my day with an open heart and mind. Yes, you need to have a spiritual routine that gets you in the frequency that you need to be in order to manifest these creations and this love. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Maya Angelou. And we have, as you embrace your authenticity and cultivate self-love, you become a beacon of empowerment for women everywhere. So that's interesting. So there probably are a lot of divine feminines in this fourth deck, but I also feel a very masculine energy in this deck. So I feel like the masculine here, though, is very balanced and open with their feminine energy, therefore being an empowerment for women as well. Your journey inspires others to embrace their own power and potential. I also feel that the masculine energy here is like a role model type. You may be a father, a dad, and you may have a daughter who looks up to you, or you may be in a relationship with a woman who also is inspired by you. Okay, so that's interesting. Now we have the romance and love card. So let's see what we got here. Imperfections. Love is a beautiful mess. Embrace its imperfections. Okay, I love that because there, some people, in fact, I was going to say, I feel like there's a a person or a group of people in this deck who are romantics. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. And there may be some poets in this group, people who like to write poetry or read poetry, or poetry has inspired them. So I feel like, yeah. Oh, hello, Tweak. Tweak just came in. All right, then we have doorway. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. Okay. And true love. A deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. So I do feel like a love is coming into your life, and it's going to be someone you wouldn't normally find yourself maybe attracted to, or you see past what you normally would have maybe focused on before as something you're not attracted to, but you don't, because you're connecting with their soul instead of their bodies. And so you are able to be attracted to who they are as a person, and you accept them completely as they are, just as they do for you. So let's see what animals we got. Groundhog Spirit, which another deck also got Groundhog Spirit. I think it was deck 2. And it says time to let go, which is everything that's been coming up here. To let go. You know what to let go of because it's something that's not moving you forward in any way. And then we have the hummingbird spirit, which is be here now. I feel like people in this group possibly look towards the future a lot, like they try to plan out every detail of the future, and it just doesn't work that way. And we got 34, which is 7, and 7 is about your intuition and self-awareness and listening to that inner voice. And there's more to this. I feel like there's some tarot here that's wanting to come out. What message do you have for this group as we wrap up here?
What message do you have for group 4? Okay, so there is some you're feeling a little frustrated right now. There's some conflict and maybe like some disagreements with someone, but I'm feeling like there's a frustration just coming from you and what you're trying to do, and you're not where you thought you would be at this time. I also got the Queen of Wands, so I feel like, oh, and there is the Three of Wands with creativity. So I'm almost feeling like this is the path that you're on towards this Queen of Wands. I'm also feeling like the masculine here, that this is the woman that you are manifesting, is the Queen of Wands energy. With her creativity, she's very confident, she's fertile, she's charming. I get Leo energy here with the lions. Very courageous, very strong, feminine. Very a person who isn't afraid to show their happiness and their like enthusiasm for life. She knows what she wants and she's not afraid to show that, and she's not afraid to be different and creative and think outside the box with her creativity. So I do feel like some of you in this group are coming into that role, and then there's others in this group who are manifesting this person in their life. But I am wondering what this challenge and frustration is. I want to know more about that, please. I see 0220 on the clock, so this, you may be seeing those numbers in places. All right, I got the Emperor reversed. So there's and this is the like most masculine energy here. This is very authoritative, very masculine father figure, and it's reversed. So this could mean that you are having trouble with someone, an authority figure, or having trouble with the way things are, like you're feeling a little rebellious. So what's the frustration? Okay, so you're feeling maybe like trapped, dominated, maybe not given a chance to express yourself properly, or in the way that gets your soul alive. Okay, and then we have the Hermit, but we also have Three of Cups and Eight of Wands coming in. So the Hermit is about introspection and really separating yourself from this dominating energy to be able to get back to your own energy. And really, and this dominating energy could possibly be something that has a hold of you. I feel like maybe you feel maybe there you have some kind of addiction that you feel like holds you down, almost traps you in this lower vibration. And so this is going to require some, that's only for some of you. And then there's others that this is actual like masculine energy, or just a dominating masculine energy that's almost like suffocating you is what I feel. And it could be your boss. It could be just even a father figure, or it could be like someone you're in a relationship with that wants to keep you at bay for some reason. They're scared of this Queen of Wands that they see in you, is what I'm picking up. This feels like some really mixed up energy. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because I do feel like I'm getting different messages from different guides here. But there is this time of friendship and opportunities coming in. So I feel like there's a group of friends that is coming in. Like, I feel like there's going to be a union of some sort with a group of friends, or opportunities to meet more people, either getting out there or just expanding your network. I feel like maybe you decide to do dating websites. I'm also getting the death card and the eight of cups, which is like moving away, and the death isn't ending. So something is ending here, and you are transforming and moving on to something much better. But I do sense this conflict in you, and like this feeling of defeat. So gosh, I don't want to end here. Let's see. Let's see if I can do a yes or no question. Okay. Let's do, when will this death occur? When will this death occur? Okay. Well, is this death happening on the highest, to get to the highest path? Okay. Does this death have to happen to get to the highest path? Yes. Okay. The hurdy-gurdy of happy accidents spins circumstances in your favor. You possess complete control over the situation, encouraging you to move energetically and purposefully toward bold dreams and ambitious desires. Sky is the limit. So if yes, the end of nostalgia welcomes the arrival of change. In 1 to 2 weeks, fulfillment and self-realization awaken a library of phenomenal ideas. This allows you, channels of power and creativity are open. This allows you to link the unlinkable, which power and creativity have a responsibility to do. So be on the lookout in 1 to 2 weeks if something happens that is transformational for you, and I would love to hear about it. So you guys, I'm going to end there, and I really appreciate you connecting with me, putting your energy towards these readings. I love connecting with you guys. I'm so appreciative. And if you want to hear more readings, you can look at my YouTube channel at Spiritual Teacher for You. You can also go to my Facebook and Instagram, Spiritual Teacher for You. I now have an Etsy store at Spiritual High Oracle where you can order personal readings from me. And I also have my Fiverr store still available as well. So I look forward to connecting with you. Much love and light, you guys. Bye.